I have countless notebooks that I've been writing since I was 17. And this one is the zodiac. But in order to understand the zodiac, it is the Moses codes. This has to do with vibration, and everything is vibrating. And this gives us 5 elements. The key thing about surrendering my life to live it backward was taking in my older sister's karma. And in doing that, I've been given a lot of information about the advanced forms of child development. So I became a child development associate right after my kids were born. And that's where there was a validation that the body develops from the inside out, top down. It matures from the feet up. So the second womb is 12 years. And as parents begin to understand this, we can give children their purpose. We can reveal it. Okay? So this is my older sister over here. And when we do a zodiac chart, we do the code first. Okay? And that is the way that you're going to understand the rest of this in a really simple way. This is medical astrology, and it's not up for debate. This is at the core of medicine, and every doctor's actually studying this. When they do lab tests, they're looking at this. All right, so our older sister, by 11 months, was born on the 20th. When you add up the digits in her birthday, it's a 22, which is a 4, because we do 2 plus 2 is 4, but that's a master number. And it is the symbol of fertility, the symbol of the circadian clock. The circadian clock is what every single human is connected to. It's what feeds the one pulsation moving through all life, which is your autonomic nervous system. Now, when we look at my sister's name, it's a 71, okay? And we know that 8s and 4s and 2s, so the 2, 4, 8 code, anytime you see 2s, 4s, and 8s, it's considered a, it's abundance. It is the symbol of creation, because we're looking at the adrenal glands, which are 2, and then the 4, which is the thymus gland, and then the 8, which is, see the 8 there? Here's the 8. It's the crossover point. And this is the symbol of infinity. Most people don't understand that that's not just a loop there. That if you were actually to turn the 8 on its side, you would see that it's a sine wave. And it is the symbol of connection. So where's the 9? The head. Does she have any 9s? No. But let's look at her zodiac now. Okay? So when you do the zodiac, we have to use the same lens to speak the same language. And so we use Time Passages app. And you can download it. It's $20, but it's the best $20 I've ever spent. Because once you get in and start looking at this, we've got this horizontal and vertical cross here. Okay? We can see that my sister, Michele, her first breath, Pisces, is in her 11th house. Okay? And she's a Pisces sun. She's a Taurus moon, and you can see her moon is in her 12th house. And if you don't understand what this is head. This is the head, and it goes all the way around like this to the feet. Okay? 5 elements for Pete. And you've got the 4 seasons. This one's spring. We've got so Cancer. This is summer. Fall. I think I've got another one here that has it all on there. We'll just grab it. Let's see. These are the miasms. Okay? These are the shadow patterns. And this is why humans are living in suits of skin, because of these shocks that happened. So Sora, this is the development of skin. And we cover this thoroughly in the Bioenergetic College so that you can actually measure these at the right time. You don't want to cancel frequencies. If you numb out the shadow, there's no way for a person to alchemize it. Okay? So Sora, psychotic adrenals. And we know that my sister's code, let's see, just go here. Where is that one? Just find it. There's another bearing. This is what it feels like to be an identical twin. Here's another picture. You can take screenshots of these. Okay, but basically, just getting back to the zodiac. We've got winter. This is the water cycle. Winter is the water cycle. Then we've got spring. Spring. And here we come into summer. Right here. And so for the June and July, leading up to the fall equinox, this is actually represented. We've got 2 of the points on the Kosheng cycle happen here. Okay? Summer, fall, right? This is actually the fall of consciousness, but this is invisible. And this is where things start revealing for the year. Right in here. Okay? And so when we go in to winter solstice, that begins the water cycle. And then in April, everything starts to spring. Right? Yep. And so when we look at my sister's code, let me just get up to that again. Here's my parents' codes. While I'm getting back here. There's just so much stuff in here. I need you guys to just ask questions, because this is all electromagnetism. All of it is electromagnetism. So we look at my sister's lunar nodes. We want to look at her lunar nodes. Okay? And they're always across the teeter-totter. So she's got her north node in the Cancer house. And her south node is in the Capricorn house. Okay? But we see that the party that is being hosted in the house of Capricorn, which is the 10th house, is being hosted by Aquarius. And Aquarius is the symbol of the golden age, right? And so these, you've got the zodiac that is solid. Okay, these don't move. But then you've got the precession of the equinoxes that go around this way. So just think about the planets playing musical chairs. And each one of them is related to an element. We've got this. So we go into this in detail in the crystal and codex, but we can see that my sister, Michele, Leo, is in the house of Cancer, the house of home. And so what do we think of when we think of Leo? We think of the lion. We think of late summer, right? Late summer. Okay. And so she's got Leo in her fourth house, which is where her north node is, which means her gift, family. But it's conjunct with Uranus. Isn't that interesting? And do you see how it's 22? Just like her birthday? Okay. It's also conjunct with Pluto. And that is connected to the house of sex, death, and transformation. Okay. So each one of these symbols has a home, but they're playing musical chairs. And so you've got someone hosting the party. So, for instance, in Michele's house of health, the sixth house, related to the pineal and the guts, it's being hosted by Libra, which is the judge. The judge. And we see it's 18, and we know that 1 and 8